Cory. I just completed the game development course here at Emendy, and I wanted to introduce some of the things about my game that this is a solo game that I made this year that is serving as my final project. It's sort of the culmination of everything that we've learned. I called it Hop Along after my little creatures that I made. I sort of designed, I wanted some fantasy creatures, but I wanted them to still be kind of cute. So they're kind of these cat, raccoon, squirrel mashups, and the way I modeled them, the only obvious choice for their movement was to do this sort of really squishy bounce animation. So I was inspired by the title of you've got to get these creatures and you've got to get them to hop along and follow you. So I did everything from the ground up, including the coding and all of the assets, which is really pretty fantastic considering at the beginning of the year I had never touched any of these programs. I had never done any coding at all, and this has always been a dream of mine. To be able to suddenly get into 3D worlds so quickly has been amazing. We were told to make a game and I had all these ideas, but my skills didn't match those. So where I started was from nothing, and I just had to put these pieces together, these building blocks of I've learned these basics of coding and how can I use those and layer them in a way that makes an interesting game. So that was my challenge, and that's how I approached this project. And I really learned and built from there, and it was such a learning curve, and I was learning as I went, and I honestly wouldn't have done it another way because now I know 100% that I can implement the things that we learned in class because I've done it and I have results to prove that. My intention behind the game was to make just a relaxing game. I really had, from the beginning, I really wanted to start small and I really wanted to make something. Ideally, I see this going on a mobile platform, just a tap-based game. Something very simple you can tune out to, something that there will be possibility of it getting more difficult as the levels increase, but not something that's particularly taxing. I really wanted this to be a relaxing experience where you can go into a beautiful world for a few minutes and just enjoy how cute it is and how, have a little break. I just was moving things around a map, and then I discovered this interesting mechanic of having one object follow another object, and a story started emerging about these little creatures that you could collect and that would follow you. So that's really the building block of my game. It's really quite basic, and then I've built sort of these puzzle world around it so that you navigate this world and you collect these little creatures and you must guide them home. And they're very, very dumb, so you must take very good care of them, otherwise they'll injure themselves. I would like to keep developing this game. I haven't looked into the actual logistics of publishing, but I would like to perhaps self-publish this on a mobile platform. And because this is the way I've built it, it's honestly very easy to just continue churning out levels. So I would love to continue developing it into much longer, something that people can have hundreds of levels at their fingertips to explore. My favorite personal game? I would have to say the Mass Effect series, the trilogy. That's kind of cheating because I'm picking 3. But the original Mass Effect trilogy are the games that made me a gamer. So I'm going to have to say those are my favorite games. I would be Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. Yeah. If you want to connect with me, you can just simply click on the links below, and I can be reached on several platforms.